Are you looking to make sure that you have the latest features on Zoom? Well, this is a part 2 to a video. I'm going to link it up here. I'm going to link it below. My part 1 that teaches you how to check for updates in Zoom. And the way I walk you through is a very manual way, and that was the way for you to check for updates in Zoom until now. April 2023 is when I'm recording this, but now you can actually turn it on so Zoom will do most, I say most, not all, most of the work for you. So I'm going to show you. Before we jump into it, I'm Logan Clements. I'm a freelance event producer based in Seattle, Washington. I produce events here and all over the world. I also am the co-host of the Better Events podcast, which I co-host with fellow event pro Mary Davidson. We have more free content. We're in season 3, over 100 episodes. We feature different topics each week, and if you're just looking for more content about event planning, event production, running your own business, that is a great resource for you. So before I tell you this new update, I do highly encourage you to pause this video now and go and watch my part 1 because it is very helpful to teach you and more just empower you for how to check for updates on your own. And all that I put in that video still rings true and is still a way that you can check for updates. But this video kind of is going to cover this new automatic update feature that Zoom recently rolled out, where it does let you check a box in your settings where Zoom will auto update for you. Before I show you how to do it, I do want to caveat because when it does auto update, I have experienced in the last month, sometimes it'll then choose to do that once you launch Zoom. If you're like me, I do a lot of meetings and I use different platforms sometimes. And when I hop into Zoom to do my first Zoom call, when there's an update pending, it will then update my Zoom before it lets me join the meeting, which is a great thing because now I have the latest features, but it has delayed me a minute or two when trying to hop on a call. So if you're someone that punctuality is really important for you, maybe this setting isn't for you, or you just want to leave yourself an extra minute or two every time you're logging into a Zoom call to make sure you don't get delayed while it updates. All right, so here we are in Zoom. This is a Zoom setting that you need to do from what I call the front end. So inside the Zoom app, you do not find this setting if you go to zoom.com and your backend setting. So what I did here is I opened my personal meeting room. It could be any meeting, but you're going to go down and you want to go into your Zoom settings. So I usually like to get there from just clicking either the up arrow next to my unmute button or my start video button. If you just click on that and then go to video settings. Now when you're here in video settings, just go to general, and then here's where you're going to go down and you're going to see a new category that maybe you didn't see called Zoom updates. And here's a little checkbox. When you check it blue, that means yes in Zoom. So you want to check that to automatically keep Zoom desktop client up to date. Call out, and this again, I said this in my first video, desktop client. So you're turning this on for your laptop. I'm on a MacBook, but it could be your PC, your desktop. Maybe you're like me and you use Zoom also on your phone or on your iPad. You still will need to check for updates on those devices. They are separate. This is not a massive update to all of your devices that use Zoom. And then it does let you do this setting of fast or slow. I like to have the newest features all the time, so this is probably why I'm experiencing it pretty frequently this last month of them going for updates. But you could do slow if you don't want to get as many updates as quick as possible. But that is just a little bit more about it. Once you've turned it on, you can exit out and it will remember that for all of your Zoom meetings. So if you're an administrator with an organization or a leader of your group, you would have to encourage your employees or your team to individually do this on all of their computers. Or maybe you're an AV tech and you have lots of laptops that use Zoom. You would need to do this on every single account that you have associated with the different laptops. So it's a little bit of a time saver because you don't have to check for updates. I did before recording this video, double check myself and click using part 1, that first video I have of showing you how to check for updates manually. And I did have an update there, so I just hit update. It is interesting to see how much Zoom is trying to, always constantly improve. I just know this is one when I get busy, I forget that I haven't updated my Zoom in a while. So I'm happy to see this feature where you can automatically update your Zoom. But again, my big caveat, if you're someone who quickly hops from links to links, know this could delay you a second or a minute or two really, because it's going to close your Zoom and then relaunch anytime you update. Well, that's all I have for you folks. I'm Logan Clements. I'm a freelance event producer based in Seattle, Washington, and this has been another one of my videos about Zoom, event production, running your own business. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.